Yeah. Welcome back to Peak Speed Lab 164. I'm Strick, and this is where gravity and mass meet friction, and the ramp decides the results or who wins during the race. So I have quite a few options from which to choose. I put out a photo of that on both on the Instagram page just to see kind of like what I have in the queue here. And I haven't decided what to work on today. So I'm gonna do a little scan and we're gonna pick which vehicle. Maybe try to get two in today, but we're gonna at least pick which vehicle to do the measurement and test today. So I hope that you have some favorites. If you see anything in here, if you're watching and you see anything in here that you want me to do next, definitely shoot me a comment. I'd appreciate it. As always, please subscribe and like the video if you don't mind, so we can keep this thing moving. But remember, it's free. It doesn't cost anything, and I won't charge anything. So this is for fun. This is the interest of science, learning about you know culling data, understanding what's going on, but in a fun way, because we want to do this with our really I don't know, happy place. Let's call it our happy place, which are these Hot Wheels cars, Matchbox cars, mini GTs, Tamikas, all of these coming down the road, anything in that 164 scale. So without further ado, how about you join me and we'll take a look over here. You won't see it yet, but you will in a second. And as I do a little scan of the vehicles in the queue, and then, like I said, I'll pick something now. But if there's anything in here you want to see sooner, drop me a comment. Let me know. Okay, so let's take a look and see what we got. So here is what's in queue. These loose ones came from either like the track packages. I think these four came from like a little set. These are not Hot Wheels. This is another brand. This is like I picked up from CVS for my great nephew, but he doesn't play with that little system anymore. But those will be tested. And I think like these cars, one, two, three, four, five, six, I think came with the that 6-lane super Hot Wheels super raceway speedway, whatever it's called. This one I definitely got separately, the nice Jeep, because I'm a Jeep guy. All right, so these are the ones that I don't have packages on, but I'll have to take a look and see what's happening. So we've got complete packages. I've got Batmobile and other packs. Then we have everything here in the, yes, you can see my socked feet. Some of these duplicates, I'm not going to be doing any more duplicates. I did that with the high voltages, but it's not the plan to do that anymore. So you'll see some standard Hot Wheels stuff. I see you got a lot of things in different sets or releases. We got some specialties here, these Real Rider premiums. Back to some of these regular Hot Wheels cars. And we're coming down, and I got some more specialty cars, including from a couple other brands, that Chevrolet Impala, the Mustang, the John Wick Mustang. And then I have this special, I guess, red line edition here, the Pagani. So let me hear from you. If there's anything in particular that you would like to see sooner rather than later. In the meantime, let's pick one out and do the measurements and the testing. All right, be right back. Okay, so I picked something out, and I know you all can't wait to see, right? So I'm wearing my fire department, New York Fire Department hat in support of firefighters from Company 343. I and in honor of them, I was hoping that I had a fire truck or a similar emergency vehicle, but I do not have anything in this collection yet. So I was looking through this to find the next thing I could find, and I have a police vehicle. Now, this is from Hot Wheels Rescue. This is number 10 of 10, the Mad Manga. So, I know this is not covered under the New York side of things, but it is considered a rescue vehicle and a rescue set, Hot Wheels Rescue. And I like the back, fearless and fast to respond. These vehicles save the day. Big supporter of our emergency services, folks, always. So with that, we're going to go ahead and do the unboxing now. So we're going to see how easy this one is to get out of its case. Again, this is the police vehicle, the Mad Manga from the Hot Wheels Rescue set. This is number 10 of 10. I don't know if I have any more here. Like I said, I bought a bunch of these cars just in big packs or one-offs before I, really decided to start doing this channel. It was more for just picking stuff up for fun. So again, I showed you the back a minute ago. Let's see if I can get into this blister pack. Oh, this is another easy one. So let's take a feel. Wow. This is going to be an oh, there you go. Let me put it back in frame. This is going to be an interesting one because it sits super low. We'll do the usual though. We'll take a look at all sides here. I'm not really sure. I guess I don't, I can't profess to be a manga person. So I don't know what the significance of this kind of white, I don't know, scoop platform is for the car that kind of comes up and does those little supports or exhausts, maybe. It looks like a dual or quad exhaust system, but it does look like it looks like a pretty cool car. And we will figure out where this one is. Wow, this is going to be a tough one to see. I'm trying to see where this one was made. Malaysia. I had to get the light to reflect it just right because it's actually written in the white plastic part here. Now this is unlike the Pass and Go, which I wasn't really sure 100%. This is definitely plastic versus metal. Tires are definitely plastic, so no worries there. With this low profile, man, that's going to be. We'll see how this We'll see how this does on the race. So anyway, my assumptions are this is going to be slow. This might be the slowest one because I'm thinking as this comes down the track, the way it's going to hit, I don't really have a curve. It's more of a jolt at the bottom where it hits into the straightaway for the short form drag strip. The 164 scale, quarter mile scale drag strip will have a nice smooth bend in it. Again, when we get enough vehicles then we'll move over to that one and start doing those with vehicles we tested on this track. But this is the, kind of like the baseline one. So here's my assumptions. This is going to be a pretty slow vehicle. And we're going to do this with data. Sometimes the assumptions are good, sometimes they're not. But I'm going to say, yeah, it looks pretty cool. It's interesting. It's definitely different. I didn't really notice this before I unpackaged it. When I picked it out, I just saw the police logo and I was trying to find like emergency vehicles, but this will do for now. And let's get her measured up, get her on the track. So we're about to start these 20 warm-up laps. The car is ready to roll. I don't really know what to make of this car. This is going to be an interesting one. So I guess as always, we're gonna let the ramp decides what the results are. rather than me trying to force anything. So how about it? Let's see where the fastest time, the slowest times are for the warm-ups, and then we'll do the average of the 10 as usual. So enjoy the show. All right. Here's the Mad Manga on the track for run 1 of the 20 warm-ups. Okay. 1.830. It's not fast, but not as slow as I thought it would be. All right, we will see how the 20 laps roll and then the 10 laps roll. So we just finished up with the 20 warm-up runs, getting ready to do the official 10. So you'll see the track once again. And this was, I don't know, once again, the very first run was the fastest, 1.83 seconds, with the slowest being 1.942. And the weird thing is, it was getting slower and slower and slower, and then it started getting a little bit faster, but it never recovered to that fastest time. So why don't we see what these 10 laps do for real? Okay, we're run 10. It's running, I guess it would be considered relatively consistently, but definitely slow in the 1.9 bucket. But it's, like I said, moving a little faster than I expected. I really thought when it hit that little spot right there, it was going to slow down way more than it has. So it doesn't seem like it's really stopped it. So here we go, lap 10 of the official laps. 1.908. We'll see here. That last one, 1.908. So you could see the breakdown. Fastest lap of the 10. Oh no, almost second fastest lap. Looks like lap 6 was the fastest. All right. Get this entered into the database, put it together, and then get her on the pedestal for her moment of glory. Welcome back to Peak Speed Lab 164, where gravity and mass meet friction, and the ramp decided the results. What a batch of results they were for this Mad Manga police car in the HW Rescue line. We're about to put her on the pedestal so she can get his full glory. She definitely ran a little faster than I thought she was going to. So again, assumptions are not good. I really thought I was actually questioning if she was even going to make it to the finish line because the scoop, that front piece here is so low. Everything is so low to the ground. I thought it was just going to hit and almost just stop or slow down substantially. But no, made it through, did well. So we've got, I know we just talked about it a minute ago on the paper, so we won't go over that again. But yeah, I was surprised. So let me know if there's anything you want to see next. Otherwise, I'm just going to keep picking and grinning as we as for any. Well, if you're old enough to know that reference, the old hee haw reference, picking and grinning, Roy Clark and Buck Owens, man. Okay, so yes, I'm showing my age, but also the musicality of those two. Oh, good stuff. Yeah. So with that, I think it's time to put her on the pedestal now. This is number 13. So we're cruising. 13. 14. Okay? Enjoy.